I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to the Voorhees Township Committee meeting of March 22nd, 2021. Would everyone please rise and join me in a salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Peproy,
Present.
Mr. Platt. Mr. Platt, you're on mute.
I'm still here, though.
Okay, very good. Mr. Ravitz,
Here.
Ms. Nacito,
Here.
Mayor Mignona.
Here.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Do notice this meeting has been published by the clerk in both the Courier Post and Inquirer newspapers, as well as electronic notice as required by law. Also, a copy of the annual meeting notice has been posted on the bulletin board outside the Township Clerk's office. Township Committee believes in the rights of citizens to observe and comment during committee public meetings. To ensure that all citizens have the opportunity to participate, Township Committee has adopted certain guidelines which will be read prior to any public comment.
Thank you. Our first matter this evening is the second reading of an ordinance, adoption of the Township Stormwater Control Ordinance. Since this is the second reading of an ordinance, I will open it up to the public. If anyone from the public has a comment regarding this ordinance, please join in.
Seeing no one, move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public portion of that ordinance is closed. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mrs. Peproy,
Yes.
Mr. Platt,
Yes.
Mr. Ravitz,
Yes.
Ms. Nacito,
Yes.
Mayor Mignona.
Yes, so carried. Our next section is our public portion for resolutions only. If anyone from the public has a comment on any of our resolutions, please join in.
Seeing none, move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The public portion for resolutions is closed. Our resolutions this evening are number 96-21, memorializing an executive session from the meeting of March 15th, 2021. Resolution number 97-21, authorizing the tax collector to conduct an electronic tax sale for 2021 through realauction.com LLC. Resolution number 98-21, adjusting records of the tax assessor. Number 99-21, authorizing transfers between 2020 appropriation reserves. Resolution number 100-21, authorizing the purchase of 8 police vehicles through a state contract. Resolution number 101-21, awarding the contract for the Avion Pump Station Improvement Project to TKI Construction Company, Inc. And resolution number 102-21, supporting S-3522, which would establish a new board of trustees for the local part of the Public Employees Retirement System, PERS, to preserve the structure and integrity of the more solvent local part. And resolution number 103-21, the hiring of Troy Bishop as a part-time fire inspector in the fire department. Do I have a motion for approval of those resolutions?
Motion. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. We will be resuming an executive session following the public portion. Mr. Long, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, we'll have a executive session to discuss a contract matter.
Okay. I will make a motion to go into executive session following our public portion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is approval of our minutes for March 8th, 2021, our court administrators report for February 2021. Our registrar's report for February 2021 and approval of bills from March 22nd, 2021. Do I have a motion for approval of those?
So moved.
Motion. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Our next section is comments from our committee, and I would just like to say that, as we all know, over the last few weeks, unfortunately, our country's seen many acts of prejudice and hate directed at the Asian community. In Voorhees Township, we're fortunate to have a diverse community, including a large Asian population, which is very engaged in our community. Our Voorhees Township Fire Department, Police Department has reached out to the many Asian houses of worship in our town and spoken with their leaderships. Our police have increased patrols of those churches and assured them that we are being proactive and keeping them safe. Hate or prejudice directed toward one of us is hate or prejudice directed toward all of us. To our Asian community, we stand with you. Any other comments from our committee this evening? Our final portion is our public portion. Anyone from the public have a comment, please join in.
If it please the council, Dennis Gormley, 11 Country Lane, Voorhees, New Jersey.
Good evening, Mr. Gormley.
Good evening. I have 3 items that I wanted to touch upon. First off, some of you may have remembered me from when I appeared in the fall before a virtual meeting. I was asking about the adoption of a resolution by the Township Committee to oppose the transport of fracked LNG down 295 with the attendant dangers. We have a newer resolution that we would like the council to look at. I forwarded a copy to Ms. Ober just prior to the meeting, maybe an hour or so earlier. So she may have it by now for you to read. I would like to read one portion of the resolution where it says, whereas neither the state of New Jersey, the Delaware River Basin Commission, the Army Corps of Engineers, nor any other agency has assessed the potential public safety, public health, or environmental impacts of the proposed overland transport of LNG by truck or rail car on the communities along the possible transportation routes between Wyalusing, Pennsylvania, and Gibbstown, New Jersey. As I believe I mentioned back in the fall, one of the routes would take trucks with liquefied natural gas, a process of fracking in the Marcellus Shale region in Pennsylvania, down 295. Very close to Voorhees, a possible spill could prove disastrous, not just for the Cherry Hill where it actually goes through, but for Voorhees, should I'll tell you, I could have gone all my life without learning what BLEV meant. Then that's a boiling, liquid, expanding vapor explosion. I'll bet you guys could have as well. So Ms. Ober should have that resolution in hand, and I trust that the council will look it over and act upon it. Secondly, I want a little closer to home. I wanted to talk about the electrical lines on Sycamore Avenue, just off of Preston, adjacent to Country Lane, near the old dairy, which is now I don't know what it is. It's getting broken into. Along the wooded area on Sycamore, as you're turning into Country Lane, there are a number of power lines, and the trees are basically enclosing those power lines. With any of the storms that we've had in the recent past, especially, what was it, a couple weeks ago, or even a few days ago with the incredibly high winds, that we've been having. Again, probably a portion of, or in due part due to the environmental crisis that we're talking about. Any of those trees, any of those wires that the trees have grown around could be subject to failure and coming down with the attendant loss of power. And I assume throughout the 36 homes in Country Lane. So I was wondering if there was anybody in the township that could take a look at that.
Yeah, we can certainly act on that fairly quickly. Larry can reach out to the utility company, and we can have our DPW certainly take a look at it. And that I don't anticipate that being an issue to get that addressed and resolved.
Great, fabulous. Thank you, Mr. Mano.
You're welcome.
Lastly, living on Country Lane, I just down the greenway from where today's fire took place back in Old Ashland. And I really wasn't affected by it, but I just wanted to commend our police officers for the manner in which they handled the traffic flow when I had to go shopping after the down Preston Avenue after the during the fire. They did a great job, and even though they did close off Preston and Ellis, I kept it in my mind on the way home to come in down Somerdale Road. So I just wanted to say that they were doing a great job.
Thank you for those kind words. I know Chief Bordy is on here, and we certainly appreciate everything that the police department does. And I know that you're right, we did have an unfortunate incident today, and I know that the fire department did a great job in conjunction with some surrounding communities that helped out. So we appreciate those kind words, Mr. Gormley. Thank you.
You're very welcome indeed. That's my time. Please look over the resolution for me.
We will certainly do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other members of the public would like to comment? Please join in.
Seeing nobody else commenting, move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? The public portion is over, and we will be moving into an executive session. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
I guess we can just leave, right? We don't have to do anything here. Hi, all. Harry, you're on mute.
All right, Oregon State,
Would say?
Oregon.
Oh,
Mr. Oregon over there. He's
Oregon State, not Oregon, it's a different college.
It's close enough.
No, that's an evil college full of bad people.
Evil.
hey, Lou.
Oh, well.
Since you're waiting here, can I use this platform? I wanted to let you know that just give you a heads up. I'll call you as well. But the diversity committee was maybe hoping that you or someone in the department would be willing to kind of come talk with the committee about all of the trainings and things that you all have done. And also we're looking maybe for some statistics as far as well, especially with everything going on in the Asian community about what may or may not be happening in New Jersey and hate crimes and that kind of thing. And so I was wondering if maybe, we could set something up for one of your guys to come on over and talk to the committee, diversity committee.
Sure.
All right.
Lou, has that been ruled a hate crime? So I know in the couple of days afterwards, they still had not ruled it a hate crime, but everyone is addressing it as a hate crime.
No, it wasn't yet.
It would depend on the way their law reads in that state.
Quick question, just has the meeting ended so that I may stop recording?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. Sorry.